My prediction is Justin Gaethje wins via decision.
He does not have enough money to retire.
So I'm excited for the training. I'm back at training already. I've been back at the gym hustling.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside the Cage, where we bring you the latest and exciting updates of UFC. First, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Chandler tips Gaethje as surprise winner at UFC 291. You know, whose rematch is near to happen? It's none other than between Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. Here, the excitement is real. Back in the days of 2018, their epic showdown was labeled as the fight of the year. Whoa, it was a complete package of thrill, man. And now, 5 years later, they're going to do it all over again, and this time with a BMF title and a possible shot at the real title on the line. Undoubtedly, it is hard to predict who will come out on top this time. The odds makers have Poirier as a slight favorite, but it's worth noting that both fighters have had similar success against tough opponents in recent times. But wait, we've got a special insider here. Michael Chandler himself shared his thoughts and prediction for the fight on his YouTube channel. And guess what? He's siding with the highlight, Justin Gaethje. Now that's interesting. It means Gaethje might have some factors working in his favor that Chandler noticed while analyzing the matchup.
I think you're going to see a more composed Justin Gaethje. My prediction is Justin Gaethje wins via decision. Justin Gaethje wins via decision, similar to what we saw against him and Tony Ferguson. Obviously, we know he finished Tony Ferguson late in the fight. I think it was the 5th round, but 4th or 5th round. I don't think he finishes Poirier, but I do think he beats him with output. I think he beats him by not being taken down. I think he beats him by those leg kicks.
You see, that's some understanding analysis from Michael Chandler. It's cool that he's gone deeper into the strengths of each fighter. So it seems like Poirier packs the heavier punch.
As far as power, people ask me, who is the hardest puncher that you've ever been hit by? Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier broke my nose in the fight. Every single shot was a thud. His ability, if you guys watch his training, I'm not here to promote him and these guys, but go watch his training on Instagram. His bag work, when you watch the way that his hips, his feet, his shoulders, his core, everything turns on every single punch when he's doing that bag work, that's where he generates all of his power. Whereas Justin Gaethje has the speed advantage. That's the next thing I would talk about. Justin Gaethje has the speed advantage, but he kind of just throws those things as fast as he can, hopes they land. And when they do land, they hurt, but they're less of a thud than Dustin Poirier. So the power benefits, or the power lends itself toward Poirier, but the speed lends itself to Justin Gaethje.
Certainly, rematches always have an extra layer of excitement, and with these two warriors, it's bound to be an explosive clash. Let's see who will come out on top this time. Sonnen reveals consideration of Jones's fearless UFC 295. It's always interesting to see when fighters give each other compliments, especially after they've had a history of rivalry. Chael Sonnen had quite the history with Jon Jones, coaching against him on The Ultimate Fighter Season 17 and facing him in the octagon at UFC 159. But recently, Chael Sonnen gave Jones a big thumbs up. Now, Jones made a successful comeback after ages and claimed the vacant heavyweight belt. Surely he's gearing up for his first heavyweight title defense against Stipe Miocic at UFC 295 headlining event, which is set to take place at Madison Square Garden on November 11th.
I'll give you some inside scoop, is they didn't know they were going to get Stipe, and Jon Jones was asked, will you fight Sergey Pavlovich? He was asked this behind the scenes, and he said yes. Jon Jones is not scared of anybody.
However, Jon Jones hinted at retirement after his fight with Stipe Miocic. That's quite surprising.
John's a prize fighter, and he doesn't have enough money to retire. I don't say that to be he does not have enough money to retire. So, no, there's no question. The whole retirement angle is terrible, by the way. All you do is alienate fans.
You know, it is the world of mixed martial arts that is filled with rivalries and intense competition, but it's also great to see moments where fighters can appreciate each other's bravery in the octagon. Robert Whittaker, open to Sean Strickland next. Now things are getting interesting in the middleweight division. Interestingly, Robert Whittaker is considering a potential fight with Sean Strickland next. It could be one exciting matchup. You know, Sean Strickland has been on quite the rise, and he was even seen as a possible title challenger for the middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, at UFC 293 in Sydney. Honestly, the middleweight division is stacked with talent, and any fight involving these top contenders is bound to be a must-watch. Whittaker has been a phenomenal fighter, and Strickland's recent performances have been impressive as well.
Remember, we ruled out Sean Strickland because we thought he was fighting Izzy in September, but that doesn't look to be happening anymore.
Who knows what is happening, bro?
I can't see Sean Strickland jumping Drickus if they don't fight September.
Correct.
You know? So I'm not going to rule him out of the discussion of next fight. We're going to have to wait and see.
Furthermore, Whittaker's loss to Duplessis was his first at 185 pounds outside of title fights with Adesanya. He's already back in the gym waiting for the top of the middleweight division to unfold.
It's one of those It's one of those things. The division is kind of backed up at the moment and there's a lot of moving pieces. They're just not moving in the way that I want them to. But regardless, I'm going to focus on just getting back onto that winning track. I'm excited for the training. I'm back at training already. I've been back at the gym hustling, and I am more eager than ever to get back in there. So I don't know who it's going to be, but we'll wait and see.
So yeah, all fight fans are eagerly looking forward to seeing him back in action and how he fares against other top middleweights. Just wait and watch how things will be unfolded. Guys, if you're enjoying the video, we'd love your support. Just hit that subscribe button to motivate us to bring you more exciting content. Thompson's statement on Pereira fight cancellation. Here, Stephen Thompson is deciding to not fight at UFC 291. Damn, it is so disappointing. It's always a come down when fights fall through, but it seems like there's a valid reason behind his decision. So his opponent, Michel Pereira, missed weight. That's a red flag right there. Pereira weighed in at 174 pounds, which is over the welterweight limit for their bout, while Thompson successfully made weight at 170.5 pounds. Man, that's frustrating for fighters and fans alike. I can imagine the buzz and speculation surrounding the fight and whether they could still make it happen, but it looks like those hopes were dashed when the promotion officially announced the fight's cancellation just minutes before the ceremonial weigh-ins. However, it's good to see Thompson taking to social media, Instagram, to explain his decision. I made weight this morning as I have done every fight during my 11-plus year UFC career. My opponent did not, Thompson wrote. This isn't the first time I've had an opponent miss weight, and given how that played out previously, myself and my team felt that it's ultimately not smart for us to move forward with this fight. Particularly, UFC matchmaking can be quite unpredictable. But here, fingers crossed for both Thompson and Pereira, and we all are wondering what the future holds for both fighters. Jake Paul teases retirement after Nate Diaz fight. Last but not least, the anticipation for Jake Paul's clash with Nate Diaz is off the charts, and it's happening on August 5th at the American Airlines Center. The fact that Nate Diaz is making his pro boxing debut just adds another layer of excitement to the whole event. But you know what's even more interesting? There's a possibility that this fight could be a turning point for Jake Paul. Depending on how things go in the ring, he might decide to hang up his gloves and walk away from professional boxing. That's a big decision to make. But you know how it is with fighters. They're passionate about the sport, and it's not always easy to walk away. When asked if this could be his last fight, Jake Paul was a bit uncertain. It's understandable. This decision probably isn't something he wants to rush into.
Potentially. You never know. You never know. Sometimes you lose and things get bigger and you get more motivated. That's what happened to me in my last fight, and I lost. So, my name only got bigger. The hype for this fight is bigger than any of my other fights, and that's coming off of a loss. More ticket sales than any other fight. More social interactions than any other fight. So I lost and just got bigger and got more motivation to be in the gym. So you really never know what's going to happen.
Now it's clear that he's made quite an impact in the boxing world. And whatever he decides, he's bound to keep making headlines. Let's enjoy the fight and see where this crazy journey takes him. All right, guys, that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you at the next one. Until then, goodbye.